Hello everybody, I am Sheples and welcome back to Let's Play Nox. Alright, so we have to head on and find Horvath's friend Stravis, who apparently has an amulet of teleportation, which is required and he's long overdue to deliver it to Horvath. Looks like it's going to be a long road. So let's get this started, shall we? Down we go. Excuse me.
Oh, now it's broken again. I've been down here trying to fix this blasted elevator for 4 days. Oh, I bet that crazy Horvath forgot all about me down here. Hey, if you do plan on using the passageway to Stravis's cottage, watch out for the spiders. The place is infested with them.
Thanks for the heads up on that. Sorry about breaking your elevator again, though. That was not intentional. I'll be on my way now before I piss you off even further. Whoops! I never meant to break that elevator, I swear. That was completely and utterly an accident. I mean it was an accident. Ah, dear. Goddamn spiders. God damn it. What the hell? Sorry about that. As always, people always find the wrong time to fucking call me. Fuck off! Seriously, though, every time I got to do recordings, someone tries to call my phone. And now it is going on silent in exactly 1 minute. In fact, I'm just going to do it now because otherwise I'm probably going to get about 50 more. Just do it. Sorry, now bear with me. God almighty, I'm going to have to fucking... There we go. Okay, sorted. Well, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Okay. Let's move on. Let's see. What have we got here? I hate that when you're interrupted because you lose your line of thought. You know, you're there and you're on a roll and you're just going along with it, and then the next minute someone interrupts you and then it's gone. It's really annoying. Anyway, right, let's find Stravis and this amulet of teleportation. Now this is about as far as I got. I didn't get much further than this. So, and unfortunately I don't like doing it that way because I wanted to go into this campaign doing a let's play, not knowing what was going on. And, you know, I would have rather have just gone ahead and you know, gone into the unknown, but it won't be long before I do go back into the unknown again, so you know, you don't need to, you know, that doesn't need to be worried about. Christ almighty, there's a lot of spiders down here. He wasn't kidding when he said the place was fucking infested. Jesus Christ. There is a lot of them down here. Oh crap, now I'm out of spell points now. Remember a time it used to be called spell points? That was back in the 90s. They call it mana now, don't they? Or energy. Energy is another one that they call it. But I do remember a time that your magic was not called mana and it wasn't called or energy. It was called spell points. And I still use that expression every now and then. I think that was from Daggerfall that I got that more than anything. Because I think that they did refer to it as spell points in Daggerfall, if memory serves me correctly. And which I thought there was absolutely nothing wrong with. I just don't know why it hasn't been really ever used since. I suppose it just wasn't sort of popular, maybe. I don't know. Maybe people just don't use the expression anymore. I don't know. I don't know at all. Okay. What else have we got here? Oh, bandits. I forgot about them. God damn it. I can't concentrate on any more of those. Well, there we go. Problem solved. There is another one here. Come on. Gotcha. You be dead. Alright. What's in here then? Probably not much by the looks of things. A couple of mushrooms, they might come in handy later on. Apart from that, not much else. This campaign is very, very different to the other. Almost to the point that it's, you know, you'd barely think it's the same game. It is very, very different, this one. The other ones had a couple of resemblances at the start. You know, I know that eventually it's probably going to get to the point that, you know, it's going to have those resemblances. Oh, that was smart, wasn't it? Where it is going to have those resemblances, but from the actual start of the game, there is not very much in the way of resemblances, and I'm loving it. Ow! I swear these bandits are complete and utter assholes. Oh shit. Well, that dealt with you pretty damn quickly. Pull! Exert a violent attraction on nearby objects stronger than closer. Okay. I could do with getting this shield thing up, couldn't I? Let me see. God damn it. There we go, problem solved. Oh, crap. Okay, before I do go that way, I'm going to go this way. Oh, this takes a while, so bear with me. You just have to keep pulling them. And then you have to go recharge. And you have to go back, and you have to pull them again. I think you have to do this 2 or 3 times to actually get the whole way across. I'd nearly use just a bloody mana potion. And then move back again. This is annoying. I'll just jump across. I think I had a feeling I had enough done. Wasp. Though small, the common wasp delivers a poisonous sting. Yeah, I just said fuck that, and I just decided to hop over. I looked as though I could hop over the rest of it, so fuck it, go for it. Okay. That's you dealt with. I know you got a buddy down here somewhere. I know he's here. There we go. That certainly dealt with that problem pretty quickly. Can't touch this. I'm not going to even dare try to sing it. Not a hope. Not in my condition. I'll probably start coughing all over the place and choking and probably die off in the middle of recording or something. You know, like, you know, and just keel over. We don't want that now, do we? I don't want that. Let's just put it that way. You guys might want that for your entertainment, but you know, I don't like the idea at all. Alright, let's have a look. Nothing up here. Anything down here, maybe? Anybody? A wolf. Excellent. That's all I wanted. There we go. Right. Okay. In a sense, I can't believe this is actually the last campaign for this game. But when it comes to this game, the fun doesn't have to end with the campaign. There is another mode in it, and I think I've briefly talked about this before. There is an actual mode called Solo Quest, and you know, it's there's no story to it. You just sort of get through level by level by level. It's kind of, it was more designed as what you do for the multiplayer side of things, but there is a solo version of it, and it's a lot of you know, it can be a lot of fun, you know, but you know, I don't know if I'll do, like, you know, a let's play of it as such. It's randomly generated, so you know, I might just do one episode to show what it's like, but that's probably about all I am going to do. I won't shit, I didn't mean to do that. I've been playing too much Titan Quest, that's what's wrong with me. I'll probably do one episode of it just to kind of show what it's like and how it works, because it works a little bit different to the actual campaign, because you do have lives and chests require keys and things like that to open, and you know, all that kind of thing. And so I'll probably do one episode, depending on how it goes. I might do maybe one or two more, I don't know, but you know, I mean, because it's randomly generated, it, you know, it's, how should I put it? It wouldn't really make an interesting let's play, because there's not really a lot there to be interesting. You know, I mean, to do a continual, you know, episode by episode let's play of it would be tough, because there's little there to talk about that hasn't already been talked about in the actual game itself. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, it wouldn't be something that'd make a very interesting let's play, I'll be honest. So, you know, I might not do necessarily an awful lot on the solo quest, but I will show you how it works, and you can play multiplayer on it too. No, I don't think, like, you know, there was Westwood Online, like, you know, they had a server, but I doubt that Westwood Online is actually still live and operational. But you can still do it through a network connection, as in, like, you know, you can set up a little LAN party and get it moving, if you're kind of into that thing. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really ever do LAN parties. It was kind of something that, you know, how should I put it? By the time I was big into computers and things, or should I say at least old enough to know enough about computers and things, the internet had kind of taken over the LAN side of things. The LAN was kind of gone. But with that said, back about, you know, when I was in school, this would be what, about 7 years ago now. A buddy of mine, like at the time he'd only just moved to my school, and I became friends with him. And sorry, 1 second. Trolls always show up at the wrong time. Awkward and slow, their kick packs a wallop. Don't hang around after one dies, their stench is noxious. And excuse me. He was a big StarCraft fan, and we actually managed to sort of set up sort of 1v1 StarCraft sessions. For some reason I'm getting a sense of deja vu, as though I've talked about this before, but I don't know. And it was great fun. Like, I'll be honest, I'm pretty bad at strategy games. I'm not the best in any shape or form, so he used to generally annihilate me. But it was fun, even though he used to practically destroy me. But
perhaps you could use a scroll or potion?
I really enjoyed it, though. It was an awful lot of fun. I suppose in StarCraft I wasn't too bad. I was able to survive a bit better in StarCraft than I would have been. Like in Command and Conquer, he just absolutely destroyed me. He was quite the expert at Red Alert. But I was never an RTS player. I do play them, but I'm not very good at them. I find it hard to even finish them, to be honest. Right, I'm gonna sell this staff because its actual charge in it, the spell charge in it, is actually pathetic. It only does about 1 or 2 damage a hit, so I'm just gonna sell it. It's not worth holding on to. I will repair that if I can. I'm gonna keep everything repaired, but and I'm sure that if you could get yourself and a couple of buddies together and you played this on a LAN, I could really imagine it being quite a lot of fun doing the quests on a LAN. It'd be probably quite, you get a good laugh out of it. Slow, the private creature of its speed for a few moments. Haste, gift your target with speed of wolves for a short period of time. That's gonna come in handy later on. But I'd say that it was I'm sure when this game came out, I'm sure there was a couple of people that kind of put down Diablo for 5 minutes and maybe a day or two, and gave this game a try, and I'm sure there was some people that had quite a bit of fun doing just a few buddies sitting there on a weekend, nothing to do other than play games, and probably set up a few LAN parties and drank beer, and basically had a microwave beside him and a chest freezer full of pizzas and burgers and shit, and, well, microwavable burgers, and it's kind of why I always imagined it, actually, if I ever had a LAN party, it'd just be like this big ass room, like someone's garage or something, and you have this fridge there, and the fridge is just full of nothing but beer and alcohol, and then you have this mini freezer or this chest freezer there, and you just you got lots of pizzas and shit, and that's it. That's your weekend, drinking beer and feasting on pizzas. And that's kind of the idea that I always kind of envisioned a party being, because when it came to me playing StarCraft with a friend of mine, we used to always have a few beers whilst playing, and we had some great laughs playing StarCraft. There was once it actually came out a draw where we both just wiped out each other's units, and neither of us had any units left, and we couldn't actually destroy each other's base. We had to just call it a draw and leave it at that. And it was quite humorous, because we kind of just looked at each other and we just said, "Oh, what do we do now? Let's start again." And sure enough, that's what we did. It was there were some good laughs had from playing like that. I mean, I'd sooner play like that than I would online, because online, unfortunately, you know, you don't know the people that you're playing with unless you set up a private game and you have people basically sitting and waiting to get into it. But generally, as online, I'm not much of a fan of playing online. Maybe when I was younger, I played a few MMOs and the likes. But as a general rule, I don't play online, because unfortunately, it's just, you just get too many dickheads. You know, like we've all, I'm sure at some stage, as a gamer, you've come across that one asshole that just wants to rain on everyone's parade when you're playing MMOs. And where there's one, there's probably about another 50 more. And you know, then you've got these assholes that you have to deal with for about a week before you finally get rid of them. And it's just not worth it, because there's just no enjoyment to be had there when you have to deal with these assholes. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't play online as a general rule. I just couldn't be arsed with the drama and the stupidity of people that's created when playing a game when there's actually no need for it, because it's a fucking game. At the end of the day, everybody's just there to play and enjoy it, not take it seriously, or you know, they're not there to be fucking insulted by some asshole. You know, they're just there to play the game and have fun, and that's it. But there's always one asshole that just can't do that.
There he is! He's down here!
This is going to get tough. Okay, first things first. Missiles of magic have increased its level. Excellent. Right, let's go. We'll go down here first. Now, it's not much further than this that I have gotten. So, we're almost into the unknown. Cool. So I'm guessing at level 3 it fires 3 of them. Okay. I'm guessing that's the way that it technically works. But no, I could imagine, like, you know, the few people that did get into this back in the day, I'd say they had some good fun playing on, you know, through network or LAN. And I can well imagine it. I can actually see it, because it is randomly generated, and you know, there's no right or wrong as such. God damn it! This is not going to be easy at all. Does he even dare come through that door? This is not easy. God damn it. Ugh.
You could not retrieve the amulet.
I saw that happening from a mile away. What? How is it worn off? God damn it. Okay. I hate when that happens. I really do. Ah, this bit is difficult. But I'm mean, like, I remember I was staying with some friends of mine. Well, some friends, kind of friends of friends, I suppose you could say. Back when I was a kid, and we'd only got 2 computers, so we had to take turns at it. And like, you know, some of them were older than me, like a lot older than me, and we were playing Quake on a LAN, the first Quake, and it was really good fun. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great fun. Like, we were playing Quake and we were playing Command and Conquer, and you know, like, it was, you know, I was never going to be a winner, because like the others just had way more experience than me. And but it was really, really good fun. I really enjoyed it. And you know, like, years later, I kind of, you know, I did play Unreal Tournament online for a bit, and you know, every once in a while. It wasn't easy because, like, you know, when most other countries had broadband, here in Ireland all we had was dial-up. So it wasn't easy. We were, you know, like, anyone playing from Ireland was technically using just a shitty dial-up connection. So when we were playing it, we'd be lagging like motherfuckers. And I used to play a lot of Instagib, or Instajib, whichever you want to call it, where it's one-shot kill with an enhanced shock rifle. And every time I died, because of the lag, it sent off something like basically an explosive death charge, and that would wipe probably the guy that killed me out at the same time. And it was funny. It's just the way that the lag went. It didn't happen every time, but it did have a tendency to happen, and it was quite funny, because every time I died, he'd literally just type into the chat, "death charge," every single time. And it was funny. I really don't know how I ever won matches playing on a dial-up connection against people that had broadband. I will never know. Because I wasn't too bad at Unreal Tournament. I was pretty decent at it, which probably helped. I was far better than I am now, I'll say that much. But you know, when I look back at it, it was kind of more fun back then than it even is now to play online. Like, playing online now, there's just way too many assholes out there. And like, you know, you used to be able to have fun playing online. You just can't anymore. I don't know what happened. Like, you always came across the occasional asshole. That's, you know, that's life. You know, like, if you're going to come across assholes in real life, so you're going to come across assholes when you're playing games online. But it seems to have just gotten to a much higher extent now than it used to be. Probably because more people are playing online now than it used to be. Particularly with, you know, when you got games like Call of Duty that fucking probably millions of people play every day online. So when you got that many playing one game at any one time, you're gonna get a shitload of assholes. But that's just the way that it works, you know. Like, you know, times have changed, sadly. You know, there is just genuinely more assholes out there now than there used to be. And you know, there's nothing they can do. That people aren't going to fucking change, that's for sure. But you know, it did used to be quite fun to play online, but it's not really anymore. Because, as I said, there's just too many people out there. I mean, if you played lesser known games that, you know, like, you know, didn't have a huge amount of players at any one time, like something like COD has, it might be a
Look
different.
what we have here. A little lost wizardry. I hope this one's more of a challenge than that wimp's planet. Get him! 100 gold to the first one of us who draws blood!
You're quite content, aren't you? You're gonna be a problem. Yeah, he can't block that though. He can block things like magic missile, but he cannot block that. I think it's time to speed myself up a bit. Wrong spell. Haha. There we go. Yes, you can't block lightning, can you? Ha ha ha. Well, as I said, like, if you found a game that maybe had a small community, you know, no more than a couple of hundred, maybe a couple of thousand, you could probably have quite a pleasant online experience, but when you've got games like Call of Duty that are just people in the fucking hundreds, like, you know, in the millions, you're gonna get more assholes than what's really desired. And you know, I wouldn't, you know, it's a shame because it ruins the fun for, you know, they're ruining their own fun and they're ruining the fun of everyone else, and that's just bullshit if you ask me, but that's just the way that works. This topic really kind of went sideways and went off into a whole new direction than I had ever planned it to. Not that I really planned anything. I just have this habit of talking, and it just goes from there. And sometimes it kind of goes skew whiff, and it goes into a whole different topic. But you know, that's just me. I'm just, you know, I just like to talk about these things, I suppose you could say. You know, I mean, you know, it is the way that online gaming has gone, though, and it sucks because it did used to be fun back in the day. I mean, I've played quite a lot of, you know, I've played quite a few MMOs over the years. You know, I haven't played World of Warcraft or anything like that. I will openly say that now before anyone thinks that I'm a World of Warcraft player, because I am not. I played a lot of older MMOs. I played more obscure ones, not mainstream ones. I played a lot of Legend of Mir 2, and I played a lot of Legend of Mir 3, Myth of Soma, Droyan Online. I played a lot of games like that, kind of like 2.5D isometric kind of games, which there's no actual official server anymore for any of them, which is a shame. There was one for Legend of Mir up until about 2 or 3 years ago, called GamePot USA, but they shut down about 2 years ago, which was a shame because it was quite popular. I'm not quite sure, maybe they just weren't getting quite enough out of it. I don't know. I mean, the only way that GamePot were actually making money was through an item shop, but it was a good item shop. It was an item shop that never gave anyone a distinct advantage over someone else. It kind of just gave you, you know, you could buy things like what they called durability torches, which were extremely handy to have, because your armor would get damaged over time, and basically every time you repaired it, its maximum durability went down. Whilst with durability torches, and it was the same with accessories and things as well, like rings and necklaces. But with durability torches, this never happened. You never lost your durability on your armor at all, so you could just keep on fighting, and you'd never have to repair your armor. Like, you know, it was never a problem to repair your armor because it wasn't expensive or anything like that. It was just that if you had a really good piece of armor and you didn't have, you know, and you kept repairing it, eventually it would just become useless to you. So, you know, people bought durability, and it was things like that which the item shop consisted of, or you know, nothing that would give anyone a devastating edge over someone else, no matter how much money they put into it. And it was a really good example of an item shop done in an MMO really, really well. And it was excuse me, it was just a shame that they did indeed end up closing, because I made quite a few friends off it there as well, you know, and they were all really nice people, and like I was lucky enough to get into a nice guild that was quite active until near the end, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And you know, I don't know why I could never get into 3D MMOs. I tried very, very hard, and I just could never get into them. And to this day I still don't know why. I don't know whether I just preferred, like, you know, Legend of Mir was like this. It was the same kind of style of camera and that. I don't know whether it was just I liked this style. I don't know, but I could never get into the 3D MMOs ever. It was just something I could never properly get into, unfortunately. These old scorpions are tough cookies. Ugh. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Right, I think here is a good enough place to probably finish this episode, because it's gone on kind of long enough, I'll be honest. Okay, so I am going to leave it here for this part, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.